Once again, this is Jerome Bay, and today I want to clear up a misconception that many people have about what is a Moor and what it means to be Moorish or to be a Moorish American. A Moor does not mean black. If you read a lot of things and talk to a lot of people, they will tell you that Moor means black, but that's not true. Moor means the original man, because that is who we are, the original people. See, the Moors go all the way back in ancient times, all the way back to ancient Africa, before Africa was even called Africa, by Leo Africanus, which was also an African. Before Africa was called Africa, it was called a Mesom. That's when the present day Africa was connected to the present day right now, North, Central, and South America. It was just one land. And that whole land was called a Mesom. So in all actuality, this country that we own now, North America, including a Central and South America, is Africa. But somehow the land had broke apart due to a great earthquake that brought about the Atlantic Ocean that split the land in two. Now, Moor, like I said, means original man. You know, I don't have anything against people who call themselves black, color, Negro, or even a nigger. That's on them. But back in ancient times, so-called black people was called Moorish people. There was a such thing as a Moorish empire. All the countries that they have over there in Africa right now, them was kingdoms, villages, and provinces up under the Moorish empire that ruled all of Africa, mainly West and North Africa, including Morocco and Mauritania. So, but present day, them kingdoms became countries, and them countries became independent and called themselves by their independent names. See, the term black, color, and Negro came about during slavery. See, when the Europeans came over to Africa and synced us, and synced our forefathers, our ancient forefathers, we were so black, that's the only thing they can call us is black, because that's all they knew. And that's a name that stuck with us for so many years. But through the years, especially during the slave era over here in this country, the word black had got twisted up and used as a designation for us to classify us as slaves. And that's what the word black, that's what the meaning of the word black became, a slave. A person that has been turned into a piece of property to be owned by another person as a slave. Same as the names color and Negro. Them are the true slave names. And I understand that people still use them names because they've been using them for so many years and they've been taught that's who they are. But our forefathers called themselves Moors. That was their national name. That's who they were. That's how they was known as a person, as a nation. The Moorish nation, there was over so many kingdoms which are called countries today. And also a part of this Moorish empire was North, Central, and South America, even Alaska. So today, we have to realize that what you call yourself is who you are. It's who you begin to act like And so you begin to give off. And names carry meanings. It carry vibrations. So when you call yourself black, color, and Negro, you giving off a vibration that you are a slave, that you are owned by another person, and that you are up under the rulership of the Europeans once again. So when you begin to free your mind, you begin to realize who you are. See, back in ancient times, we was gods and goddesses, and we still are. We just don't know that we are. So we have to go deep within ourselves and find God, Allah, within our hearts, so He can open up certain things within us, so we would know who we are and be who we are. You know, it's a shame that so many of us, we act like that we are nothing. We act like that we don't mean nothing when we mean so much more, because we are the original people. Every other nationality and race comes from us. We the only race of peoples that can produce any color, any skin color, any nationality, and any race. Every race comes from us. Before Allah God had made the world, it was black. Black is the first color in the color spectrum, and white is the last color, and every other color is in between. And it comes all the way back to us, black. But we are not black people. So when I'm using this term black, no, I'm not using it as a race or a nationality. I'm using black as a description of us, of who we are, the original people, the original man, the original woman, the first peoples that walked this earth. When the land was just one, it was us on this land. But through time, every other nationality and race was produced from our genes. And when you awaken your mind to become free, you realize these things through study, observation, and getting close to God as much as you can. But I just wanted to clear up this misconception on what is a Moor. A Moor means the original man, and that is who we are. You know, well, that's all I wanted to say. Once again, it's Jerome Perry Bay. Peace.